I have to go back.
Stop reading achievements. Day 87. They haven't found out I'm just a concrete slab. Oh no. Oh no. Good thing they have mausoleums. Head falls off. What? Ugh. Too deep. Too deep.
Hey, Dylon.
Yeah?
Gonna answer that phone? Cause I just fucking called it.
Yeah, hello? Why wiggly veins, Tim? I'm on the phone with you right now.
Cause the dean's not dead.
Oh my god. Oof, my head.
Thank goodness.
It worked.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what voice to do.
Oh, how wonderful to hear your voice. I was having the strangest dreams. What's wrong? Mrs. LeClue?
I almost didn't make it.
But you did! Now, we've got a lot of work to do. I just want to see if I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. Son of...
Who is this? Who is this?
The third person. It's Jenny.
Oh my god. Jenny?
Jenny!
Surprised to see me? I am only a child, after all.
What is she?
I'm a detective, you son of a bitch!
How did you?
Answers both questions! It was really quite simple. Once I realized Mr. Strasberry knew he was going to die,
Whoa.
everything fell into place.
What proves the dean knew he was going to die?
Garbage day being on Friday and everything being canceled.
Oh my god.
It was right in front of us the whole time. The whole time. The whole time, Dylon. This is huge.
My jaw is on the floor and it's really heavy and I can't pick it up.
Why would the dean take out the trash 2 days early?
I mean,
Why would he cancel all of his meetings on Friday? Other than just being lazy. Unless he knew he wasn't gonna be there.
no, Jenny, it's because canceling plans is the greatest high known to man.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
This was the key piece of information I needed. Once I considered the possibility that Mr. Strasberry knew he was going to die on Thursday, everything else started to fall into place. But consider this. If someone knew they were going to die, wouldn't they do everything in their power to escape their fate? And yet, the dean did not. There was only one explanation for this. He staged his own death.
Look, gasp! I like that it panned over to the dean and it's like, no, you're doing good.
What?
Keep going. Whoa.
There's a clue that I didn't find.
Huh. What proves he staged his own death? A gardener?
The plants. And
Fascinating flora.
the fact that he was there. At least that's my, I wish it gave me a little bit more description on this to know exactly what about this.
Just the event of him popping out of the garden in general?
Or just having that, aha, look,
Yeah.
it's written by him. Let's try.
Give it a go.
It's no secret that the dean is an avid gardener. But some people might not know he authored a book about exotic plants and their natural remedies. You knew how you were going to die, Mr. Strasberry.
Poison.
You knew it because you made it yourself from one of your very own plants. A poison that you had the antidote for. That would be the method, but you couldn't work alone. It's hard to inject yourself when people think you're dead. You needed an accomplice. Someone to revive them when the time was right.
What proves Mom and the Dean were working together? Was it the thing that they told him?
That they told CJ?
Yeah. Was it the lab equipment that was in our basement?
That was wet?
Yeah.
Was Jenny sleeping with cuddly little bears and piggies?
Or was it
Keith knowing about the
widow's drop? I'm gonna go with these two.
Wait, is there not another clue? What's the bottom one?
This one down here? It's the book again. Yeah. All right, let's go with that. See what happens. We've been pretty good so far.
In the basement of my house, on my dad's old dusky desk, I found a recently used vial. The residue was purple, the same color as the marks on the dean's neck. In the jail, Mom knew she was running out of time, so she entrusted CJ to finish what she started. To revive the dean from his deathly slumber. You plotted together to stage Mr. Strasberry's death. It was a simple scheme. Poison him with the plant, return after the funeral, and revive him. You had intended the death to appear natural, but not everything went according to plan.
What went wrong? Me finding the ring? Which...
what part was that? Like, where did Jenny's mom find her?
I don't know. Us finding Mom's card at the library, so her getting pegged for the murder.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And then...
What's that?
This was something that was crushed in the library, but I don't remember what.
Me neither.
Fuck it. These are the two things.
Is that a widow's drop? Because it's goopy.
Possibly.
Could have been her last sample. Not so confident about this one, but let's see.
After the poison was administered, the dean intended to give Mom his ring. But he accidentally...
Okay, I guess we could have used the ring too. So maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe as long as you've gotten enough clues, you can make the connections.
Can push our way through.
Yeah.
He accidentally dropped it and it got stuck in the electrified track of the ladder. When he bent down to retrieve it, he was electrocuted and threw over the balcony. The dean instinctively reached out for something to stop himself from falling, but all he managed to grab was the ID card hanging around Mom's neck. Once she realized it was gone, she returned to collect it, but I had already found it. Even the smartest criminals make mistakes, right, Mom? Getting caught hadn't been part of the plan.
Oh ho ho, quite remarkable, Jenny. And you worked at all that. I can speak. I've been in a coma for a few days. I feel better. And you worked out all that by yourself?
Like Jesus, I just came out of the tomb.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yes, that's how you did it. But the real question is, why?
Yeah, well, that's all a bit more complicated, I'm afraid.
It was a rhetorical question, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, okay.
I know why you're working together, but first I have to tell you about aliens. What the fuck? Who's got a phone in a morgue? Oh.
Hello? Oh, it's coming from...
Yeah. The call's coming from inside the house.
Seriously. Oh, this is exciting.
This is getting really good.
What an incredible adventure this turned out to be. I'm so good at writing. Man, this heroin is really helping. Jenny's growing up and discovering her full potential.
Boy, now I understand why all the old writers smoke opium all the time.
One second. Oh, that's the stuff. I did it all without anybody dying. A murder mystery without anybody dying? Very good.
I mean, when you
did
bring
it.
him back to life like that, that's the only way you can get away with it.
And they did it in a good way. Hello? Richard! Dick, what do you think of the new scenes? Aren't they wonderful? I beg your pardon? Rewrite the ending? Trick you? Certainly not. But don't you see? It all works out perfectly this way. I can already picture where the next book will start. You're not serious! But... I didn't promise anything!
He's gonna make us kill somebody.
There must be another way! Just give me more time! Cancelled! Richard, Dick, please! Richard? Hello? Hello? Gah! What a dick.
That was gonna be my joke if you didn't.
It's no good. They won't publish it unless someone really dies. But I can't do it. I just can't. Come on, Arthur. Jenny's whole world hangs in the balance. Decades of work. It can't all end now. Maybe I'll just kill CJ or something. I have to.
I'll just have CJ get abducted by aliens and they find his head somewhere.
Great idea. It's like Jenny's mom always says.
A great detective knows the right decisions is often hard to make.
I really... Okay.
That was strange.
And now my headcanon is that this whole game, our voices are coming out of him whenever he's typing. That's canon now.
That tied it all together.
Yep.
And I am a great author of Detectivu stories. But I can't pick. What should I do, Rufus?
Rough. Yes, it's just...
Brilliant! Yes! I'll let them smell each other's buttholes.
I don't think that was what the dog said.
Okay, you don't know what the dog said, okay? You don't speak dog. I'll let fate decide.
You mean me?
Oh my god, are we gonna fucking pick who dies?
Yes.
Timothy.
Yes, we are.
Here goes... everything!
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Can you click on who dies? No! Go.
I told you.
Fate has spoken. But is she certain? Once the choice is made, there's no turning back.
Oh, we're sure.
Oh, let's just do another circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Erase the first permanent pen mark.
Just to make double sure. We're gonna triple circle it.
Okay, triple circle.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
Wait! Jenny wasn't an option! Was she?
She was on the pad.
I'm getting so old. Oh, Rufus, I think I need to lie down.
I'm not killing the mom. And I'm not killing an innocent person. It's gotta be the hero.
Oh, farts.
As I was saying,
Please don't Cersei her right here. That would be kind of lame.
What was that?
no more interruptions!
Okay, chill, fuck. The tremors were getting more violent and more frequent.
Please, I'm in the middle of an astonishing denouement. Everyone in town thinks CJ is crazy. A madman spouting wild theories about aliens and hidden forces at work in Arthurton. But all the strange phenomena he's seen are real.
Look
And
at
the culprits are men, not monsters.
Oh, here it comes.
What do I know about Arthurton's secret history?
That was just a note. Oh, I guess no, the note was very incriminating. Right?
Yeah,
It said, like,
they,
don't
that
let
they
them
left
believe
us
you.
here to die. The miners that were down there that all died. Zazer and the
Council
Council of Three.
The concert. Okay.
I don't know what the concert has to do with this.
The radio transmissions?
Oh yeah, they did pick up the secret radio transmissions. Son of a bitch.
No way. Did they really?
Yes. When they were testing the equipment, they were like, what's wrong with it? And then it started working just fine, but like...
Arthurton was built on some kind of energy source. Something special. And the organization called the Council of Three have been secretly pulling the strings this whole time. They run experiments to study the unique properties of Arthurton's resource. And they built machines to exploit it.
It was built on a big dick energy graveyard.
One of these experiments went tragically wrong and caused the collapse of the entire quartz mine. They covered it up and blamed the miners.
But they were just miners.
The experiment didn't stop. They got other children to do their dirty work. Instead, they built an even bigger facility.
From Chile.
Years after the accident in the mines, an even greater tragedy struck Arthurton. Only this time, the townspeople didn't know. I don't fully understand it, but something happened to the whole town. And wherever we weren't there anymore. And the rest of the world thinks we disappeared. At first I thought I was solving two separate mysteries, but then it hit me like a ton of used books. The two are inextricably linked. And that's how I know your motive for staging the Dean's death.
Dad got home
To
the dimension where we disappeared from. Leslie Strasberry was working with him. That's the, okay, yeah, no, it's gotta be this. Because this is the incident report filed against the Dean about lab procedures and what they were doing, so this has to be it. That's where Dad is. Dad's not dead. Dad's in an alternate dimension where they escaped.
Oh, fuck.
Dad wasn't working for the university. He was working on Zazer's machines, all under the watchful eye of the Council of Three. And the Dean is part of them! Or at least, he works for them. Through her own investigation, Mom concluded that Dad had died under suspicious circumstances. She confronted the Dean. Racked with guilt, he confessed and begged for her forgiveness. Instead of letting anger cloud her judgment, she saw an opportunity. And together, you concocted a plan to bring down the organization from the inside.
What a brilliant mind you have, Jenny LeClue. Your full name. Julie, I believe you underestimated this girl.
You could have gotten yourself killed!
Don't speak too soon.
But what if you had?
I'm not a kid anymore, Mom. I have to make my own choices.
A flower cannot blossom without light. Jenny had risked everything to save her mom.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
Oh, come on.
Of course we're gonna accept the apology.
Fuck you, Mom!
Yeah,
Slap.
really.
We're running out of time to save Mr. Strasberry.
I was trying to protect you.
I know, Mom. I forgive you.
And those wide hips.
Jesus.
Well.
I should have trusted you.
Yeah, you should've. But you were wrong.
Nani?
I just apologized.
No, not about that. Everyone presumed Dad died in the lab explosion. And so did I. Until today. But then I started finding secret messages all over town. They led me to a secret room under the graveyard, and there, on a small television, I saw him!
Henry?
Dad is alive! But he's trapped on the other side. He's been trying to contact us this whole time.
Yeah, he made it back. And then the experiment worked.
Exactly!
But if he made it back, that means...
We all can't!
Oh, you know.
You're right, Jenny. We all can.
No, you want to say it first, Dean? No, we're figuring it out at the same time, and
we can all get back.
yeah.
We need to get to the machine right away.
No!
Yeah.
First, we need to find Professor Caesar.
Yeah. Squidward.
Yeah. Deep. Whoop, that was another sphere.
Deep breath. Oh.
Emergency releases.
What?
Choose wisely.
Yeah. That's what I was
Sure.
Zombie apocalypse. Oh my god. It's gonna blow! Oh. Oh! Oh my god.
We just erased that little girl from existence, y'all.
Or at least put her in another dimension.
Is that the end of the game? That's the end of the game!
Oh. I gotta wait till her name's gone. My butthole. This game just fucked me.
What?
Happy birthday to one of these guys. I forget which one, by the way.
I think Joe Russ was one of the, he's the one that I follow on Twitter. Anyway.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Holy fudge.
I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And I guess I can't skip this, so we'll just kind of discuss for a second and see what happens. Yeah. So I'm formulating my thoughts here.
Yes.
So
we were correct.
we were right.
Or you were
great.
right about the dean and the whole death thing.
Aw.
Tilly. Oh, cute. Oh, he's got a little butthole too.
And the consequences for that
Yep.
were Jenny basically being erased from time. Now, I wonder
Who
if
pulled
that's
that
what...
lever?
Excellent question. Is this a Lost type scenario where there's still somebody down in the bunker that has to push the buttons every side? You know, push in the sequence of numbers and then... Anyway, so maybe. But then... I mean, there were only 2 of them there, and they did say it's a council of 3.
Council of 3.
I'm actually wondering, so when the thing was going off, the thing that came to mind was, oh, if this thing explodes, the entire town becomes a crater. But then I thought about it, and I was like, but that would mean this already happened again. Wait a minute.
Oh, time loop. Everybody do the time loop.
It's in a time loop, exactly. So, that's my prevailing theory, is that we're stuck in a time loop, and there's nothing that anybody can do. Like, any of these emergency switches is gonna cause that to happen. I can almost guarantee it.
Illusion of choice?
Right. Because, I mean, literally, what else is there?
Well, great question. But I was assuming that instead of a different timeline, it was like, it's like an alternate reality. I was thinking maybe it was the dad that pulled the lever, and maybe he pulled Jenny into his timeline.
Now
into his dimension.
That would be a great start for a sequel. Yeah. Actually, now that you say that, that is what I hope happened.
Yeah, because a time warp would loop back and it would make it so we're not screwed.
100%.
But it doesn't really further anything.
Now let's see.
Unless Jenny knows.
If pulling a different lever will have a different result, considering that we kind of, I mean, we still have Jenny as our choice. Okay, sure, why not?
Just to see what happens. I want to see if it's vaguely similar.
We still have Jenny as our choice.
Yeah.
So let's see if pulling a different switch makes a different thing. Build up some kind of energy source, something special. My suspicion radio broadcast in the lake. Oh, later I heard the same message in a room hidden beneath the forgotten forest.
There you go.
Huh.
So it looks like she can just make different conclusions, but they end with the same thing.
Right.
Well, as far as we know.
Yeah, no, that is really cool. And it also explains why the one that we had was clue not found, and that it wasn't progress stopping that we didn't find that fifth clue.
Thank God. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, that'd be so bad.
Well, Jenny, you haven't picked up enough postcards, so fuck you.
Yeah, really.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was the final postcard, and that was like a last puzzle.
You know, you're right. We haven't found that final postcard. I bet. Where would it be?
We're pretty darn thorough when we're playing.
Yeah.
Unless going back to the time warp thing, if you do a new game plus of sorts, if you, instead of finding all these different postcards, you find the pieces to the last one. That would make sense. In some strange dimension.
So, yes, it does. But what Jenny was just talking about was the speech. The speech that got rewritten.
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
The dean was lying about Dad not dying for years and was going to confess.
Yes.
In the speech until Mom said, no, don't do that. And so he struck the speech and decided to go about this method, is what Jenny just concluded, which is awesome. Don't care, accept apology. I wish I could just kind of skip through this.
Oh, skip it. I thought you meant,
faster.
I thought you could hit reject apology.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, no.
I mean, I can.
No.
But I'm not gonna. Because I'm a human being.
I need hugs, Tim, please.
Yeah.
I just apologized, you bitch.
I love that. That's great. He's still alive. Yada yada yada. Get to the part where your life is on the line.
Get to the good stuff.
So, God, this does set up actually really nicely for the sequel, but how do you feel about it doing that? Like,
I'm fine with that.
I'm of mixed mind.
Yeah, me too in some way, but honestly, it was such a cool adventure. The journey was so important that the destination being a sequel, it's gonna happen in one way or another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do feel like we got a decent amount of answers.
Yeah.
It might not be the nice and neat little bow, but we got enough answers that I feel pretty okay with what I know now.
Mm-hmm.
That like somehow this fucking cartoon game is talking about multi-dimensional shit.
And eliciting many emotions.
Yeah, also those poor fish that are stuck in that mine tank chamber. Looks like it might be the same. So far.
So far.
Yeah.
Same sound. Now, what if the choice you make denotes how you start in the sequel?
I mean,
and it's
how
not
on
even something we
earth
can observe now.
would you be able to tell that?
From right now?
Yeah.
We will not.
Exactly. Considering the fact that most save game slots would be able to just go through and play the different endings.
Yeah.
How on earth would you be able to tell that?
I mean, like Mass Effect did that kind of thing. Depending on your choices, they affected the next game.
Yeah, I guess they'd be able to check your save game, or maybe you would just...
Make the choices at the beginning.
Right. Choose the next game. Be like, hey, look, you can either bring in your save game, which chose this one, and it would show which one you chose, or you can choose a new. But even then, that's gonna preclude a lot of people that didn't play Jenny LeClue 1, isn't it? Also,
Well,
what
if they
happens when I
gave
continue?
a brief synopsis, in Mass Effect 2, you could download for like $1 or something, like a motion comic version of Mass Effect 1.
Uh-huh.
You just made the choices.
Hmm.
And it told you like what would happen.
Oh, wow. So continuing just plays the credits now. Well,
Dinky do.
all right then. I guess that does it for our Jenny LeClue playthrough.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah, I will give an overall thumbs up on that. Like,
Oh yeah.
the ending was a little unexpected. As you can see, we're kind of back on our heels now and having to think of exactly how we're going to end this series that we've been doing for God knows how long.
Since
but this
November?
was a very fun ride. Like,
Oh yeah.
it got boring, and then it got exciting, and then it got kind of dull, and then it got really exciting, and then we kind of had to make a little bit of ground through those mines, and then it got super exciting.
The game definitely struggled with the long treks and the backtracking.
Yeah.
But because the movement's so slow, if they gave you like a point and click style interface, I
Right.
feel like it would make the game so much snappier during those segments. But everything else, like we had a lot of fun with it. The narration was super fun. The just the story and the character interactions in general were amazing.
I agree.
Like I said, it elicited emotions. It was a ride.
Yeah, and I definitely feel pretty attached to this sweet little girl. So
Oh, yeah.
I hope that we see them back in a sequel. That would be super duper fun. And
You know what's so funny too? The narrator, author, he
Uh-huh.
he didn't try to trick the publicist, but he used a way to get around it, which I thought was an amazing twist. And then
Yeah.
if he's doing that again by expanding his cliffhanger to a sequel, he's just doing the same thing. If he
And-
brings Jenny back just in a different way, yeah, she died from this timeline, but she's back in another dimension. You know what I mean? So I feel
Right.
like I'm leaning towards that for the sequel.
I agree. The only question that I have then is, what if you chose one of the other people? You see?
I mean, like, we don't know what would be in that next game. Maybe you could play as multiple characters. Maybe you would start off as that character in whatever world or whatever timeline. You know what I mean? It's very
Yeah.
open-ended because we don't know the limitations.
Yeah, I think that you would be able to write your way into that. Like a good person with talent and the ability to kind of plan that out. Like, if we brainstormed for a little while and had technology to back up our ideas, you could probably pull that off.
I think so.
I think. But either way, I look forward to seeing what comes next from the old girl, because
Me
this was
too.
great. This was awesome. And huge shout out to Joe Russ and the people over there who made this game, because I enjoyed this from the time I played the demo with Blake several years ago all the way till now, the moment that we're finally finishing it. So I hope you really enjoyed the ride. We sure as hell did. And yeah, I think that's it for me and Dylon. Dylon, where can people find you?
Everything.com/Dylon show. DYLONSHOW.
Not literally everything.com.
I mean, if I could get that domain, you know, I would have it.
True.
Amazing. But yeah, I just want to say, like, buy the game, support the people that made this. Because it's a nice little indie title. It's on what?
We need a
PC.
sequel. We need answers.
We need a sequel, so buy this game so they make the sequel, and then we can make another playthrough. So do that.
Definitely. And you've been watching this on youtube.com/Tim Leftwich. Of course, I am said Tim Leftwich. You can find me on Twitter at Tim Leftwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that about covers us.
Yeah. Big kisses go to my homies.
We'll see you back here tomorrow for same Tim time, same Tim channel. As always, we'll see you next time.
Bye, homies.
Bye.
Big kisses.
Ew, not right now. Get your germs away from me. Ew, there's quarantine going on.